Assalamu alaikum students, hope you are doing well. Uh, we are going to revise our chapter number 1, which is characteristic and evolution of computers. In this chapter you will learn about early calculating devices, evolution of computer, and characteristics of the computers. So early calculating devices, when there are no computers, how people used to calculate the sums? They use different devices. So first there is abacus. Abacus is that calculating devices which you have seen in your nursery or playgroup. It looks like this. It is used to calculate the numbers. Then there comes the Napier bones. In the Napier bones there are just numbers written on the bones, or just a strap of the wood from which they used to have different functions. For example, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and square. This is the first device through which you can find the square root. Then comes the Pascaline. Pascaline is the first mechanical calculator. Mechanical calculator means that it is used to just change something or in the machine to perform the calculations. It has same functions like Napier bones, but it can calculate the numbers up to hundreds and thousands. Then comes the difference engine. The difference engine is used to prepare the mathematical tables. It is the more advanced form of these all calculating devices. Then come an analytical engine. It is actually has some properties like it can use this things like input device, output, and memory devices, which is just you can say it's a little computer. It's the first, you can say it is the generation of the computer. Then no, it's not the generation, but from here the first generation of computer has been invented. Then comes the evolution of the computers. When first computer has come was 1942 1958. In the first generation computer there are several characteristics, like they use the vacuum tubes to store the large calculations and some data. Then the input was based on the punch cards and paper tape, so they use different things to use that computer. Then comes in the first generation computer there are several computers. First is the Mark 1 computer. The Mark 1 computer has the functionality to automatically calculate the things. It is the slow machine. It used 3 to 5 seconds to calculate the several sums, and it is very heavy. Then there comes the ENIAC. It is little more advanced from that. It used more space, but it is faster, and it do not store the things like programs or something or tasks. Then comes the EDSAC. EDSAC has different properties, but it is mostly used for that it can store the programs. So then comes the EDVAC. It is the other computer in which you can store the programs as well as the data, because it has this capacity to hold them. It is more lighter in weight and occupies less space than others. Then comes UNIVAC. UNIVAC is the computer which can handle the data which is numeric as well as the text. There are some limitations. Limitations means the drawbacks of those computers, which are like it has very quite low speed, they use very high electricity. Then there is they need too much space to occupy. Then there are several problems that cannot be solved in it, and it is very expensive. Then comes the second generation computers. In second generation computers, they are little faster from the first generation computer and has and low cost. It also occupies some less space from them, and they use transistors. Then comes the third generation computer. The third generation computers are little more advanced from the second generation computers. In this generation, in third generation, they use the integrated circuits or chips, which reduce the size of the computer much more smaller. And they have enhanced storage capacities, means they can store more data than the second generation computer, and there are several other characteristics have been given. Then comes the fourth generation computer. The fourth generation computers are those computers which are available to the common man, means anyone can buy them. They are expensive but not that much that no one can buy them. These are the computers which have the microprocessors which can calculate very fastly. These computers are used to these computers are designed to reduce the size and reduce the cost and speed up the speed, or you can say calculation speed. It has one drawback, which is that these computers cannot think. So in the fifth generation computers, they just fed the computer that much that they can even think by their own selves. For example, there is the concept of artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is that when you create the computer to think by analyzing the data by themselves as the human do. So these are not the computers, like these cannot the humans, but they can think by their past experiences. So here is the features of the computers have been given in this table. You can read them by yourself. Then there are some characteristics of the computer, which is means that what things a computer can do. It has the speed. It can performs very large calculations in very less time. It has accuracy, means it has correct results. It produces correct results. It can never be produce any error or wrong results. High storage means it can store large amount of data. Diligence means that it cannot bore from doing a same task. It can continue to work till what time you want. Then versatility means it has the ability to do the jobs of different types. For example, it can play music at the same time and showing you some movie or cartoons at the same time, and there are some other files which are continuously running at the back end. Then there comes the limitations that what the computer cannot do. A computer cannot make decisions by itself. Even there are some computers or robots that can think, but those are due to the artificial intelligence, and that artificial intelligence has been fed by the humans to that computers, so that why they can think like the humans. But so it is just artificial. It's not natural. They cannot think by themselves. So this is your first chapter. If you have any type of questions or problems regarding this first chapter, just comment on this video or ask me. I will answer that. And best of luck for your assessments.